Are you ready to discover the greatest storytelling secret of all?
Make me care. Please, emotionally, intellectually, aesthetically, just make me care.
That's Andrew Stanton, director of WALL-E and Finding Nemo. And you know what? He's right. Even if your story has an exciting plot, interesting scenes and action-packed moments, without empathy, nobody cares.
I love you, Metro Man!
And I love you, random citizen!
So here are 10 ways to make your characters irresistible and keep your audience on the edge of their seats. And watch until the end to discover the ultimate act a character can perform that will melt our hearts.
Trust me!
That's not it.
First thing you want to give to your character is a moment of injustice. Whether a small incident or a big event shakes up the character's world, it helps build a strong bond between your audience and your character. In The Lion King, Simba is blamed for Mufasa's death, but we know who was really responsible and feel sorry for Simba.
Run away and never return.
Next, innocence. When characters seem innocent in the way they look or how they see the world, we want to protect and understand them. Maybe they're childlike, insanely optimistic, or just naive. This is the simple, pure thinking of Winnie the Pooh or Wall-E's childlike wonder at beauty.
You likely know it's crucial to give your protagonist a goal, but to really get the audience behind them, set an impossible goal. When your character aims for a hard-to-reach goal, we care more.
Do you want to learn Kung Fu? Yeah. Don't cry.
Their bravery in facing the impossible makes us admire and understand them. In Finding Nemo, Marlin searches the entire ocean just to find his little son.
But it's not just about having a goal, it's about seeing the characters fight for it with the resilience to tackle any obstacle head-on. It's not like they kind of want something, no, they're obsessed with it.
Alright, and now for the tricky part.
Ensure your character stays focused on their goal and remains strong regardless of the challenges.
Now it's time to have your character save some puppies.
My cat Squeaker won't come down.
In Blake Snyder's book Save the Cat, the author mentions that showing virtues makes a character more likable. Even a small act, like stopping to save a cat while in the middle of something, can really connect with the audience. This example is simplistic, but it makes the point clear.
Just give me a chance.
Kindness can come from anyone. Aladdin is presented as a petty thief. However, he later shares his stolen bread with poor kids, showing that he may be a thief, but he's a kind and generous one.
Now, speaking of morally complex characters, here's a clever technique to create empathy even when you're writing an anti-hero.
Well, we're not doing that.
Establish a moral hierarchy in your story. You'll see what I mean in a minute.
When your character does something wrong, it can be justified if they're acting against a more corrupt system or individual.
Forgive me a cruel chuckle.
Robin Hood steals from a corrupt tyrant to give back to the poor.
Are we good guys or bad guys?
We never rob. We just sort of borrow a bit from those who can afford it.
Besides rewatching this video whenever you need, you can download a free checklist of these tips. Save it in your Write for Animation folder and refer to it whenever needed. Grab your checklist from the link below. Before getting to the mistake you absolutely need to avoid, let's discover your character's ghost.
Knowing a character's backstory helps make them relatable, especially if they have some past trauma in their lives.
What's your story?
My story.
What are we looking at?
Exploring the impact of these traumatic experiences can add layers of depth to your characters. They reveal weaknesses and struggles, making us care about them.
Mama, Papa!
In screenwriting, we call this the character's ghost.
Coral!
In Up, Carl loses his wife before achieving his dream of visiting Paradise Falls. Without this trauma, it would be harder to connect with this grumpy old man, but thanks to the wonderful opening montage, we get to understand his motivations.
A common mistake is writing characters with no faults. That's not relatable. Every character should have some flaws.
Imperfections make characters relatable and authentic. Give them things they are not perfect at.
Just give me one for free!
That's not how this works!
Or odd character traits and attitudes.
I am no one's lapcat.
Make them seem human and help us connect with them. A great example is in Toy Story. Woody is jealous and unsure of himself. We get it because we've all felt that way at times. Plus, as he becomes a better friend and less selfish, we care about him even more.
I'm the one that should be strapped to that rocket.
Besides giving them a past wound, you can also build empathy by showing their current struggles or suffering. Showing characters in pain or suffering makes us feel for them. As screenwriter Craig Mazin says, you gotta be brutal with your characters and twist that knife. This still works if it's a comedy beat. Like how in Ice Age, Scrat is always trying to get his acorn, but this often causes him pain.
So seeing a character in pain draws the audience in, but there's more to it. Before diving into the ultimate move your character can make, please hit the subscribe button to support the channel and help us produce more free videos like this. And if you're new, I'm screenwriter Pietro Schito and you're watching Write for Animation. Now, the ultimate way to evoke empathy is to have your character make a sacrifice.
Choosing to suffer for a good cause makes them the ultimate character to root for.
Wake up, Pinocchio.
And they don't have to be your main character. For example, in Inside Out, Bing Bong sacrifices himself for joy. He'll be forgotten, but it means that Riley will be able to be happy, and that's enough for him.
Don't save Riley!
Take her to the moon for me, okay?
Now think about the people in your life. Was there someone you couldn't initially connect with, but after learning more about them and their suffering, you began to understand and even love? Share your experience in the comments below. This exercise will show you that these are not formulas. Remember, good storytelling is a reflection of life. And since characters are the heart of your story, click here to watch a video on how to craft better characters. I'm Pietro, this is Write for Animation, and I'll see you in the video.